Why are there not more people talking about brain health? You know I'm all about taking care of your health, and that includes one of your most important organs, your brain. It controls everything you do, from thinking and feeling to breathing and moving. Now we often neglect our brain health until something goes wrong. But what if I told you that there are subtle signs your brain might be sending you right now, telling you it needs a little extra TLC? In this video, we're going to explore 12 signs that your brain may not be as healthy as it could be. Don't worry, we're not just about doom and gloom here. We'll also discuss practical steps you can take to improve your brain health and get your mind back on track. So stick around, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. Let's kick things off with a common but often ignored sign of a potentially unhealthy brain: recurrent headaches.
We've all experienced headaches, and while most are harmless and temporary, frequent or severe headaches shouldn't be ignored. Think of your brain like a high-performance sports car. It needs a constant supply of high-quality fuel and oxygen to function at its best. Now, imagine your car's fuel lines are clogged or the oxygen supply is restricted. That's what can happen with your brain when blood flow is compromised. Conditions like high blood pressure, low blood pressure, or even anemia can disrupt the smooth delivery of oxygen-rich blood to your brain. This can lead to those throbbing headaches that make you want to crawl into a dark room. So, if you find yourself reaching for the pain relievers more often than not, it's time to pay attention. Your brain might be trying to tell you something.
Moving on to our next sign: sleep, or rather, the lack thereof. If you find yourself waking up frequently during the night, your brain might be trying to tell you something's off. We all know that getting a good night's sleep is crucial for our physical and mental health. But did you know that deep, restorative sleep is especially important for your brain? It's during this time that your brain gets to work clearing out toxins, consolidating memories, and repairing itself. Now, when you're constantly waking up throughout the night, you're essentially robbing your brain of this essential downtime. This can lead to a whole host of problems, including brain fog, difficulty concentrating, and even an increased risk of mood disorders. One of the main culprits behind those middle-of-the-night awakenings is high cortisol levels. Cortisol is your body's stress hormone, and while it plays an important role in your body's natural sleep-wake cycle, elevated levels can wreak havoc on your sleep. All right, let's talk about brain fog. Ever feel like you're walking through a mental haze, struggling to remember things or focus? You're not alone. Brain fog is a common complaint, and it's not something to just brush off. It can be really frustrating, impacting your work, relationships, and overall quality of life. You know, you're trying to have a conversation, but the words just won't come out right, or you walk into a room and forget why you're there. Now, brain fog isn't a medical diagnosis in itself, but rather a symptom of an underlying issue. It's like your brain's way of sending up a flare saying, hey, something's not quite right here. We need to figure out what's causing that signal. It could be something like a nutritional deficiency, lack of sleep, stress, or even more complex issues like insulin resistance or hormonal imbalances. Mood swings, another sign that your brain might need a little TLC. We all have our ups and downs, but if you're experiencing dramatic shifts in mood, it could be a sign that something's off kilter. One of the biggest culprits behind mood swings, you guessed it, blood sugar imbalances. Remember that your brain relies on a steady supply of glucose for energy. When your blood sugar levels spike and crash, it can send your emotions on a roller coaster ride.
Think about how you feel when you're really hungry. Irritable, right? That's your brain sending out an SOS signal for fuel. Now imagine that happening multiple times a day. It's no wonder you're feeling moody. Processed foods, sugary drinks, and refined carbohydrates are notorious for causing these blood sugar swings. So, if you're constantly reaching for that candy bar or soda, it could be contributing to your emotional ups and downs.
Depression is a serious mental health condition that goes far beyond just feeling down or sad. It's a complex disorder that affects your thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and even your physical health. While there are many factors that can contribute to depression, including genetics and environmental factors, we're starting to understand more and more about the role of brain chemistry in this debilitating condition.
One of the key players in depression is serotonin, a neurotransmitter that plays a crucial role in regulating mood, sleep, appetite, and even pain perception. Low levels of serotonin have been linked to feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and worthlessness, all hallmarks of depression. Another important neurotransmitter is dopamine, often referred to as the feel-good hormone. Dopamine is involved in reward and pleasure pathways in the brain, and low levels of dopamine can lead to feelings of anhedonia, or the inability to experience pleasure from activities that you used to enjoy.
All right, let's talk about dizziness. Ever feel like the room is spinning even when you're perfectly still? That's vertigo, and it can be a sign that your brain isn't getting enough blood flow. Think of your brain like a high-performance engine. It needs a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients to function properly, and that's where blood flow comes in. When blood flow is reduced, your brain misses out on those essential elements.
Now, dizziness isn't always a major cause for concern. It could be something as simple as dehydration or standing up too quickly. But if it's a recurring issue, especially alongside other symptoms we're discussing, it's worth getting checked out.
Anxiety, a common issue that affects millions of people. You know that feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease? That's your body's natural response to stress. But when those feelings are constant and overwhelming, it can be a sign of an overactive amygdala. Think of the amygdala as your brain's alarm system. It's responsible for detecting threats and triggering the fight or flight response.
Now, in a healthy brain, the amygdala is balanced. It reacts to real threats and then calms down once the danger has passed. But in an anxious brain, the amygdala is like a faulty alarm system going off even when there's no real danger. This constant state of alert can lead to a vicious cycle of anxiety and worry. The good news is that there are ways to manage and even retrain your amygdala to respond more appropriately to stress.
Ever feel like you're struggling to learn new things or remember information? It's frustrating, right? Well, this could be a sign of impaired nerve transmission and lack of energy in your brain. You see, our brains are constantly forming new connections between neurons, and this process is essential for learning and memory. But when these connections are weak or energy levels are low, our brains can't function at their best. Think of it like a computer. When the processor is slow or the internet connection is weak, everything takes longer to load and function properly. Similarly, when our brains lack energy or have impaired nerve transmission, learning becomes a struggle. This is where lifestyle factors come into play. Have you ever felt this overwhelming urge to just move, even when you need to sit still? It's like your body has a mind of its own, refusing to cooperate with your need for calm. Like you're constantly fidgeting, tapping your foot, or shifting in your seat. This isn't just a minor inconvenience, it can be incredibly distracting and even exhausting. We're not just talking about being a little restless, I mean a real struggle to stay put. It's as if your body is in a constant state of unease, making it hard to focus on anything else.
This could be your brain sending you signals that something's off balance. Our brains are incredibly complex, and when something is amiss, it often manifests in physical symptoms. You see, our bodies are finely tuned machines, and sometimes our hormones act like messengers, telling us what's going on inside. These chemical messengers are crucial for maintaining our internal balance. One of those messengers is cortisol, often called the stress hormone. When we're under constant stress, our bodies produce more cortisol, which can have a range of effects on our physical and mental state.
When we're constantly stressed, our cortisol levels can go haywire, leading to that restless, jittery feeling. It's like your body is on high alert, ready to react to any perceived threat. It's like our body is stuck in fight or flight mode, even when there's no real danger. This constant state of readiness can be incredibly draining and disruptive to our daily lives.
Then there's the dopamine-norepinephrine duo, the dynamic duo of motivation and focus. These neurotransmitters are essential for helping us stay on task and feel motivated. These neurotransmitters play a crucial role in our ability to stay attentive and regulate our movements. When they're in balance, we can focus and perform tasks efficiently. But when their levels are out of whack, it can lead to restlessness, impulsivity, and difficulty staying still. This imbalance can make it hard to complete tasks and maintain focus.
It's like having a car with a wonky accelerator. You're constantly revving up, even when you're trying to idle. This can make it difficult to relax and enjoy moments of calm. So if you find yourself constantly on the move, it might be time to take a closer look at your stress levels and consider whether hormonal imbalances could be contributing to your restlessness. Understanding these connections can be the first step towards finding balance and improving your overall well-being. Communication is at the heart of our human experience, and it's amazing how effortlessly we string words together to express our thoughts and connect with others. This seamless exchange of ideas and emotions is something we often take for granted, yet it is a complex process that our brains manage with remarkable efficiency. But have you ever stumbled over your words, struggled to find the right phrase, or had difficulty understanding what someone is saying? These moments can be frustrating and sometimes even embarrassing, but they are a common part of the human experience. While occasional slip-ups are normal, persistent language problems can sometimes signal an underlying issue with brain health. These issues can manifest in various ways, from difficulty finding the right words to challenges in understanding spoken or written language. You see, our brains are incredible organs, responsible for processing and interpreting language in intricate ways. This involves a complex network of neurons and brain regions, working together to decode sounds, understand meanings, and formulate responses. Specific areas of the brain, like Broca's area and Wernicke's area, are particularly involved in language production and comprehension. Broca's area, located in the frontal lobe, is crucial for speech production, while Wernicke's area, in the temporal lobe, is essential for understanding language. When these areas are damaged or impaired, it can disrupt the intricate neural pathways responsible for language processing, leading to difficulties with speaking, understanding, reading, or writing. Such damage can result from various causes, including stroke, traumatic brain injury, or neurological diseases. Think of it like a disruption in a complex communication network. Messages might get lost in translation, leading to misinterpretations or a breakdown in communication altogether. This can affect not only personal interactions, but also professional and social engagements. Now, it's important to remember that language problems can arise from various factors, and not all of them indicate a serious brain issue. Factors such as stress, fatigue, and even aging can impact our language abilities. However, if you or someone you know is experiencing persistent language difficulties, it may be worth consulting a healthcare professional to explore the underlying causes and seek appropriate interventions.
All right, let's talk about giving your brain some extra love with supplements. Now remember, I'm not saying these are magic pills, but they can definitely support your brain health when used correctly. First up, we've got omega-3 fatty acids. You'll find these healthy fats in fatty fish like salmon, but a good supplement can help you get enough if you're not a seafood fan. Omega-3s are crucial for brain cell structure and function, so make sure you're getting your dose. Next, we have vitamin D. This vitamin plays a key role in brain development and cognitive function. Many people don't get enough sunlight to produce enough vitamin D naturally, so a supplement can be really beneficial. And finally, let's talk about blue vervain. This herb is known for its calming properties and can help reduce stress and anxiety, which is great for overall brain health. If you're feeling overwhelmed or having trouble relaxing, a blue vervain supplement or tea might be worth considering.
We all know exercise is good for our bodies, but did you know it's also incredibly beneficial for our brains? It's true, and the benefits go far beyond just physical health. That's right, getting your body moving can do wonders for your cognitive function. Exercise isn't just about building muscles or losing weight, it's about enhancing your mental capabilities too. Think of exercise as a workout for your brain. Just like lifting weights strengthens your muscles, physical activity strengthens your brain. When you engage in physical activity, you increase blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients that are essential for its optimal performance. This increased blood flow is like a nutrient-rich river, nourishing your brain cells. This boost in blood flow helps improve memory, attention, and overall cognitive function. It sharpens your focus and enhances your ability to think clearly and remember information. It's like giving your brain a refreshing energy drink. Imagine your brain being revitalized and recharged, ready to tackle any mental challenge. Plus, exercise helps stimulate the growth of new brain cells, particularly in the hippocampus, which is the area of the brain responsible for learning and memory. This process, known as neurogenesis, is crucial for maintaining cognitive health as we age.
Now, you don't have to become a marathon runner to reap the cognitive benefits of exercise. Any type of physical activity that gets your heart rate up can make a difference. Even simple activities like walking your dog or gardening can be beneficial. Whether it's brisk walking, dancing, swimming, or hitting the gym, find something you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. The key is to stay active and keep your body moving. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. This can be broken down into shorter sessions if needed, making it easier to fit into your busy schedule. And remember, consistency is key. Regular exercise is the best way to ensure long-term benefits for both your body and your brain. So make it a habit and enjoy the journey to better health.
That's it for today's video on signs of an unhealthy brain and how to improve it. Remember, your brain is like any other organ in your body. It needs proper care and attention to function at its best. By incorporating these tips into your daily life, you can support your brain health and keep your mind sharp for years to come. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health tips. Take care of your brain, and it will take care of you.